I really put a lot of faith into this movie to give me another great family film, and I'm so happy to say that it delivered. I adore the original Lilo and Stitch movie like many people. It has become such a big phenomenon in the world of Disney. So I was always going to go into a remake of that movie cautiously optimistic, but what really had me excited and put some of my worries to the side was that Dean Fleischer Camp was going to be helming the film. If you missed his film Marcel the Shell with Shoes On from a couple of years back, do yourself a favor and watch it. It is a delightful movie. And I'm so glad to say that this is another delightful movie in his catalog of films, but also just as a Disney movie, a family movie, it works. It is so adorable and fun. The movie opens just like the original one in space. You have Stitch obviously making his way to Earth, and it's pretty much a very similar setup. But what I immediately realized right out of the gate was that the visual effects look great, and I was like, they can only go downhill from here now, right? No, they continued to look fantastic. This movie had, I believe, an estimated budget of under $100 million, and I have to say that it definitely feels like a lot of their budget did go to the visual effects, but it looks fantastic. And the fact that this movie was initially planned to be a Disney Plus movie, I mean, it's not like they didn't put a lot of effort into the movie. It really looks just great. I can't say that enough. I don't think the original is this perfect movie. I do think it has its flaws, like many movies, of course. And one of its flaws that I particularly have with it is that it's a breeze to watch, right? It goes by really quickly, and I think that's both a pro and a con. One of the big things what holds it back for me is that I feel like the emotional moments don't get a lot of time to breathe. And I was so happy to just watch this movie and find out that this one really lets the emotional moments breathe. It puts a real emphasis on the relationships here between Lilo and Nani, her sister, then of course Lilo and Stitch. Even Jumbo and Pleakley get their time, which we'll talk about soon. The relationships just feel fleshed out, and that's the main reason why I ended up getting emotional. In the end, I found myself getting choked up, and it really just hit all the right notes. It's not just trying to go quick and just get to the next scene. It allows you as an audience member to just sit with these characters and understand maybe their frustrations with each other or why they're starting to bond over said thing. The movie is overall funny. It has a couple moments that genuinely had me chuckling. It's overall just really cute and heartfelt. The cast is splendid, particularly Maia Kealoha, who plays Lilo. She is a star in the making. Her first ever role, I mean, she is under 10 years old. Really just impressive stuff. She captures the charm of the character that we all know to love now. The innocence and the desire and longing for a real friendship. Of course, she finds that in Stitch. Stitch is once again voiced by Chris Sanders, who just slides right back into the role. It's not like a day has passed. Fun fact, Chris Sanders is not just an acclaimed voice actor, he's also an acclaimed filmmaker. He directed The Wild Robot, How to Train Your Dragon, the original Lilo and Stitch. He is a multiple Academy Award nominee, really just surprising stuff that you wouldn't necessarily expect from the voice of Stitch, I'd say. A big reason why it's just so cute is because of the relationship between Lilo and Stitch. The relationship there just warms your heart and you fall for it. And when the relationship is on the line, without getting into spoilers, it really gets you invested and you really start to feel emotional. But let's talk about Jumbo and Pleakley for a second, because this movie, the important thing to note is that it stands on its own. It's taking that original story and it's doing a bit of a spin on it. It's the same plot beats pretty much, except it kind of just changes around things and some characters serve different purposes in the movie. Without getting into spoilers, the subplot revolving around Jumbo and Pleakley, it started to just get annoying for me. Every time they would cut to it, I would always kind of roll my eyes. It just felt more annoying than anything. I found their characters to be annoying, and I didn't find that in the original movie. But after thinking about it a little bit more, I think that it kind of works for the movie, like the switch up that they did. I think that it works for this story, only because the movie did need to do something different, and it does do something different. Some might find it to be too much of a drastic change, but I think that it kind of works for this story only because it feels different. So I was still annoyed by it, but at the same time, it didn't bug me too much because I felt it to be a refreshing change, so it's a bit mixed on that side. I would definitely say that this live action remake stance is one of the best we've seen thus far, because it's taking that original story, it's doing a different spin on it, and it doesn't feel like the same thing and just in a different format. It's funny, it's emotional and heartfelt and heartwarming. Like I said, I got choked up at the end. I think that many people are going to as well. It's going to be a big hit with families, and the relationships in this movie shine. They really make you care for them. I'm going to give Lilo and Stitch a B+, and I would definitely recommend seeing this one in theaters. I'm just happy that this is a great movie, and one that when I go to rewatch the original, I'm going to want to rewatch this one directly after. I think that they serve as a great double feature because they stand on their own as two, well, similar stories, different stories in the same time, because they have different structures and they change things around, and I think that they serve as a great comparison piece. But be sure to leave your thoughts on the movie down below in the comments. I would love to hear if you enjoyed the movie as much as I did. I want to thank you so much for watching this review. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, look forward to more content coming soon. My name is Ben, people call me Meter, and I'll see you guys in the next one.